Hi guys, it's Tom from Velocity here. We're in the showroom again today talking about this awesome Brittany Blue classic Ford Bronco built by Velocity. I'm here to show you all around it, tell you everything you need to know about this awesome truck. We've got it available here in the showroom. It's ready to go home. It's ready to be sold. Let's start with the color. Of course, it's Brittany Blue. For those who know, this is the most in-demand, most popular color that we do on these vehicles. And of course, we paint Brittany Blue on all of our vehicles, but it is so classic and so iconic on these Broncos. A really nice color, it's gorgeous. It's a deep metallic baby blue, loads of fleck in the paint. It's not a flat color, it is a metallic, and it just looks gorgeous. For me, this truck actually embodies the classic Ford Bronco. It's the quintessential Ford Bronco. Brittany Blue with a 4-point roll cage, the brown interior is just awesome. So paint color is going to be that Brittany Blue, again, our most popular color on these trucks. We've got chrome accents all over this truck. So the side badging, the side mirrors, the door handles, the wheels are a standard bullet hole wheels. Just again, a really nice example of what we do all the time, our most popular kind of spec. Same with the front bumpers, they're in chrome too. And Ford lettering, Ford badging on the hood. For headlights, you've got full LEDs and the chrome surrounds there too. These look like the old halogen lamps, but they are LEDs. They're by a company called Holley. They're their retro bright product. It's something that we've started offering now on our Broncos, and I just think it looks amazing. It looks really classic, but of course behind there, the LED, you've got that modern technology. Behind the wheels for brakes, we've got Wilwood. So all of our vehicles come with disc brakes, and for Broncos, for the trucks, we use Wilwood. So Wilwood disc brakes all round on this truck, and they are a disc brake, they are hydro boosted. We'll get that onto that in a second. This vehicle features a brand new Roadster Shop chassis. So it's a brand new chassis, not a restored chassis, by the guys at Roadster Shop. It means that the underside of the vehicle is all new. So new construction. There's a lot of benefits to having a brand new chassis from Roadster Shop. Mainly it's going to be about that longevity and just knowing, hey, the whole underside of the truck is brand new, as is the top of it. For suspension, leaf spring in the back, coilover in the front, our standard setup on all of these Broncos. These trucks drive amazingly well. Please go and watch some of the other videos on the channel so you can see me driving these vehicles, but plenty of videos of me driving a Bronco at 80, 90 miles an hour. Shouldn't probably be saying that, but I'm doing it with one hand on the wheel, with two fingers on the wheel. So these trucks drive dead straight, they corner really well. With this suspension setup, it's the best that you can do for this price point. So it's just an amazing driving vehicle, like a modern truck. Billet for your fuel cap, we make this in-house, really nice option. And then at the back of the truck, that Brittany Blue continues onto the tailgate. You've got the Ford stamp in there as standard, Velocity badge, rear chrome bumper. And in this load area, you've got a floor mat that matches the interior, and you've also got this Raptor lining that's been tinted to match, and that's all the way on the truck's floor. So around the wheel arches, in the back of the bed, and also on this tailgate. It's Raptor lining. It's the underside of the truck too. What this material is, it's a real hard, weatherproof kind of material. And so for heavy use load areas like this, where you'd be putting your baggage, your luggage, be putting your beach chairs up there if you're going to the beach, that sort of thing, you don't have to worry about scratching or chipping this. It's super, super durable. It's a truck bed liner. We talked about the roll cage briefly earlier, but let's go over it again. This is our standard 4-point roll cage. 4-point meaning it comes in the middle and then down the sides. It doesn't extend all the way. This is a really classic look. It's pretty low profile, pretty minimal. On top of that, you're going to get the bikini top. And so that's a top that pops in, pops out, but it is waterproof. It's going to give the front driver and passenger protection from the elements, as well as some shade while you're driving. You do have AC all around the truck too, but it's going to keep you cool. It's going to keep you dry if it does rain, if you do have a quick bit of downpour. Really popular option. You cannot buy those bikini tops anywhere else. We make them specifically for our trucks here in-house. Our trim shop makes them to fit our cages and to fit on our vehicles. Let's take a look at the interior. Open the door up. Immediately you're going to be greeted by the mixture between the brown tones and then the blue. So we've kept that blue coming into the dash, painted on the dashboard itself. The transmission tunnel's Raptor line too. Your seat box is going to be a mixture of that Raptor lining and the paint color and the metallic. And look at all the detail there in the door jambs, just gorgeous. The paintwork all over this truck is absolutely fantastic. For this interior, we've actually done a leather. A lot of our trucks have a marine grade vinyl, but for this one, we wanted to do something a little bit special. So you've got a brown leather going all the way, tan leather into the cabin, and that doesn't miss with the door cards here too. For stitch pattern, we've done the classic stitch pattern, and that's the lines that you see. So we've got a couple of different options. We've got plaid stitch, we've got double diamond stitch, we've got inserts, but this vehicle, again, in keeping with the fact that it's Brittany Blue with a 4-point gauge, we wanted everything to feel classic and really original, so we went with the classic stitch pattern. Stepping up into the vehicle, I've got power steps like on all of our trucks, so ingress, egress, really, really easy. And immediately I'm greeted with standard steering wheel in our Broncos, which is this wooden rim steering wheel. Really good, feels really great. I've got full tilt adjustability from the column too. Behind that, I've got a Dakota digital dash. We love this product. I talk about it all the time. We use it on all of our vehicles. And for this setup, it's the Bronco setup. So that's circular dashboard design. And in the middle there's a little screen. And when that turns on, I can see my remaining fuel range. I can see my temps. I can see my pressures. I can see my electrical, my battery voltage. I can see loads of information actually in that screen, as well as in the surrounding dials. So Dakota digital dash, we love that product. It's awesome. It looks really classic, but operates like new. Another thing that's been modernized, even though it looks pretty low profile, is going to be your AC system. So full vintage air AC. That's not the original system. The company that makes the AC system is called Vintage Air. It's a really great product. It's their newest system. And so these 4 vents, one here, 2 in the middle, and one on the right-hand side for the passenger, they're going to give me a lot of cooling, very powerful cold air. Even in an open top vehicle like this, trust me, on a hot Florida day, like we often have here, it's really, really nice to get the cold blowing on you. It really keeps you cool. So full working AC system too. You've got a Bluetooth singled-in head unit, so full Bluetooth compatibility there. You can link your phone straight to it, really easy. There's not loads of kind of functionality in terms of connecting it, and you'd have to go through loads of menus and screens to get it to work. Just press one single button, your phone connects straight there, and you can blast the tunes. And you're going to hear the music really well, because in all of our vehicles we use a Focal sound system, and this truck is no exception. So Focal sub underneath this seat, and then Focal speakers in the door cards. Really powerful sound system, really, really nice as you're driving along, or if you're stopped at the beach or at the game and you want to just use the music, listen to the tunes, they work amazingly well. That's about it for the interior. The only other thing I wanted to just quickly cover is the detail on this dash pad. Again, it's leather, so it matches the rest of the interior. Look at this stitch line. Not an angle in it, perfectly balanced stitch line. It's very hard to do that, honestly. It's a hand-stitched dash pad. This is the level of detail that we go to. You will not find anything wrong anywhere on our trucks, this vehicle being no exception. Just perfect finish. I love the fact that we wrap the dash pad in the leather. It just brings everything together. All these blues, blacks, and the brown of the leather, it's really, really nice. This leather feels fantastic. Really, really nice. And it will wear really well too, this leather. It's a really premium Italian leather. Looks good, smells good, feels good as you're sitting in it. Let's take a look at the engine bay. So, opening up the hood here, we have, of course, a 3rd generation Coyote. So it's a Ford crate engine, a V8, 5 litre, producing about 460 horsepower. So tons of go in this truck, absolutely loads. It will go 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. If you're really putting your foot down, you don't need to go that fast all the time. The way we actuate our throttles means that around town, when you're just going around, you want to do 30, 40 miles an hour, you want to be comfortable. It's not going to jump out at you. It's not going to feel scary to drive. But then when you do fully decompress the pedal, it's going to go fast, and that's what this engine does. We love these engines not just because of their power, but also because of their reliability. It's the same engine out of a new Mustang or a new F-150. They're good for 200, 300,000 miles, no problem, as long as you look after them. They're great engines, and the way we integrate them into this platform is really good too. Completely custom headers, custom serpentine system by the guys here. All of these fittings and fixtures have been designed in-house to make this engine bay look as OEM or original as possible. So everything looks like it should be there. And I hope you'll agree, it really does. Wilwood Hydro Boosted disc brakes too. Velocity build plaque there, so you know it's a genuine Velocity. Same with the rear badge. Easy access to your battery. Really easy engine to service. It can be serviced anywhere. Any Ford dealer can service this engine, really anywhere you trust with a vehicle like this. It doesn't have to go to a specialist to be serviced. It can be serviced by any mechanic, any garage, really simple. Behind that engine is a 10R80, so a 10-speed automatic transmission. 10R80 is great. It's a very smooth shifting transmission. Given its 10 gears, when you are on the highway doing 60, 70 miles an hour, you're not going to be sitting in a high gear for the gearbox. You're going to be sitting in 5th, 6th gear. You're going to have more gears if you need, and that eliminates a lot of that transmission drone, exhaust drone, any of those noises. It's like a modern truck. It drives like a modern truck, and the transmission is no exception to that. I think we've covered it. The only other thing I'm going to point out is just the paint finish on this. Again, I keep talking about the paint, but just because it's so nice on this truck. Top of the firewall here is gloss, really nice, looks really pretty, as is the top of, or the underside, shall I say, of the hood. But then all these hard wearing areas like the wheel arches, the side of the firewall, that's all being finished in that tinted Raptor lining. So that carries on all the way. At top of the wheel arch, under the wheel arch, all the way underneath the vehicle too, all of that good stuff. It's often something that is not done or that is missed. Same with the painting of the inside of the door jambs, the proper priming and prep. The things that go into these paint jobs is just insane. We have 4 full downdraft booths here. We paint everything in-house, and that allows us to really be meticulous with the paint finish. Again, engine bay being no exception. I think that covers about everything for this truck. It is available. It's priced around that $260 mark. It does have the upgraded chassis underneath it. It does have the leather interior, which is a really nice option. But everything else is very standard on it. Brittany Blue with the 4-point cage, all the chrome accents, a really classic looking truck. This one will not be here for long. The Brittany Blues, when we put them in stock, they always sell. I'm always building 2 or 3 Brittany Blues at any given time, just because it is such a popular color, both as it sits here and with our Ranger package. You can check that out on our website too if you like the look of that. But loads of information online. If you are interested in this, or you got any more questions, please do feel free to reach out to us. You can email us, give us a phone call, drop us a DM on Instagram. Whichever way is easier for you. Best way is probably going to be go on the website, submit a contact form, and then we can allocate you to a salesperson, get you talking, answer any questions you have. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video.